Hello, everyone. Welcome to our presentation today on preparing our Canadian executive for business in our chosen country, Switzerland. So this report has been created by myself, Lyangen, and my friend Ruth and Lisa from Seneca Polytechnic. This presentation highlights essential insights and strategies for our executive aiming to succeed in the Swiss business landscape. By integrating these insights and strategies, our Canadian executive can effectively navigate and excel in Switzerland's unique business environment. So throughout this presentation, we will be covering a range of topics. And by the end of this presentation, we are confident that our executive will be well equipped to engage in successful business interactions in Switzerland. So let's begin now with the introduction of the country, and we'll cover some key areas. Ruth, can you go to slide 2? Thank you. So starting with the location, Switzerland is strategically located at the heart of Europe and is renowned for its stable economy, multicultural society, and enabling business environment. This presentation aims to equip our Canadian executive with the necessary insights and strategies to successfully conduct business in Switzerland. We'll also be covering various aspects, including historical context, nonverbal communications, differences, conflict resolution methods, business etiquettes, social differences, stereotypes, creative stimulation, and some important considerations. By understanding these elements, our executive will be better prepared to navigate the Swiss business landscape and build strong, effective relationship with their Swiss counterparts. Switzerland's long-standing tradition of neutrality and political stability has created a favorable environment for economic growth. Additionally, the country's emphasis on precision and punctuality, especially evident in industries like watchmaking, reflects its cultural values. Recognizing and adapting to these cultural differences will be crucial for your success in Swiss business interaction. So let's begin by exploring the historical context first that has shaped Switzerland's unique business environment. I'm going to pass it to my friend Lisa, who will be talking about the historical context.
All right. Well, understanding the historical context of Switzerland is crucial for Canadian executives preparing to conduct business in the country. Switzerland's long-standing tradition of neutrality and political stability has significantly shaped its business environment. Let's start with a brief overview of Switzerland's business history. Swiss Confederation. The foundation of Switzerland dates back to 1291, when the Swiss Confederation was established to resist Austrian occupiers. This marked the beginning of the unified effort to maintain independence and sovereignty. Independence recognition. Switzerland's independence was officially recognized in 1499, further solidifying its position as a self-governing entity. Policy of armed neutrality. Since 1815, Switzerland has adopted a policy of armed neutrality. This policy has played a pivotal role in the country's economical growth and stability, allowing it to avoid involvement in conflicts and focus on development. And political stability, the historical background of neutrality and independence has contributed to the stable political environment, which is highly attractive to businesses and investors. Understanding these historical milestones helps us appreciate why Switzerland is seen as a reliable and stable place for business. The country's commitment to neutrality and political stability provides a secure foundation for economic activities. In summary, the historical context of Switzerland highlights its tradition of neutrality, political stability, and economic growth. These factors make Switzerland an ideal location for Canadian executives looking to expand their business operation in Europe.
So now let's talk about nonverbal communication. So what essentially nonverbal communication is that it plays a significant role in business interactions in Switzerland. For Canadian executives, understanding these subtle cues can greatly enhance their ability to communicate effectively and build strong relationships. So let's delve into the key aspects of nonverbal communication in Switzerland. So first, there's punctuality. So the importance of it is that punctuality is highly valued in Swiss culture. Being on time for meetings is not just a matter of courtesy, but a reflection of respect and professionalism. This emphasis on punctuality is deeply ingrained, especially given Switzerland's reputation for precision, exemplified by its watchmaking industry. Second is eye contact. So, maintaining eye contact during conversations is extremely essential. It conveys confidence, attentiveness, as well as sincerity. However, it's important to strike a balance, as overly intense eye contact can be perceived as aggressive. Number 3, handshake. A strong and firm handshake is a common greeting in Swiss business settings. It signifies confidence and respect. Respecting personal space is also crucial. Avoid overly close physical proximity as it can be uncomfortable for Swiss counterparts. Number 4, use of titles. Academic titles in the German-speaking part of Switzerland are important and should be used appropriately in communication. Addressing individuals by their titles demonstrates respect for their professional achievements and status. And lastly, discretion. So value of discretion is highly valued in Swiss business culture. Avoid discussing personal matters or sensitive topics in professional settings. Focus on maintaining a professional demeanor and respecting confidentiality. So understanding these nonverbal cues can help Canadian executives navigate business interactions smoothly and build rapport with Swiss counterparts. By paying attention to punctuality, eye contact, handshakes, use of titles, and discretion, executives can foster positive and respectful communication. In summary, mastering nonverbal communication is key to successful business dealings in Switzerland. It reflects respect for Swiss cultural norms and enhances the effectiveness of professional interactions. So now I'm going to pass it on to Lyangen to talk about conflict resolution.
Thank you, Ruth. Okay, now, executives, let's delve into the topic of conflict resolution in Swiss business practice. As we know, Switzerland is renowned for its peaceful approach to resolving conflicts, which is deeply rooted in its tradition of neutrality and political stability. Historically, Swiss social partners and industry stakeholders have committed themselves to voluntary negotiation to address grievances, fostering a motivated working climate with minimal strikes or lockouts. Arbitration also plays a crucial role in Swiss conflict resolution, especially in international commercial litigation. Awards rendered by Swiss tribunals are globally enforceable, highlighting the country's robust legal framework. This preference for negotiation and arbitration underscores the importance of trust and collaboration in Swiss business culture. So for our Canadian executives, understanding these practices is vital. Embracing negotiation and arbitration can lead to smoother interactions and stronger business relationships. By respecting Swiss methods of conflict resolutions, our executive can navigate disputes effectively and maintain a positive working environment. So in summary, the Swiss approach to conflict resolution emphasizes peaceful negotiation and arbitration, contributing to a stable and productive business atmosphere. So this knowledge will be invaluable for Canadian executive as they engage with the Swiss counterparts. Lisa's gonna go over the business etiquette now.
All right, let's talk about business etiquette right now. And Swiss business etiquette is characterized by a high degree of formality and respect. Punctuality is paramount. Being on time for a meeting is not just appreciated but expected. This reflects the Swiss value of precision, which is especially prominent in industries like watchmaking. Arriving late can be seen as a sign of disrespect and can negatively impact the business relationships. Nonverbal communication also plays a significant role. Maintaining eye contact, offering firm handshake, and respecting personal space are key elements. In German-speaking part of Switzerland, academic titles are highly valuable, and should be used properly in communication. When it comes to dress code, Swiss Business attire is conservative. Men typically wear dark suits while women opt for professional dresses or suits. This conservative approach to dressing underscores the seriousness and professionalism expected in Swiss business settings. Building trust and relationships is another cornerstone of Swiss business etiquette. Initial meeting often focus on getting to know each other rather than diving straight into business discussions. This approach helps establish a foundation of trust, which is essential for successful long-term partnership. Understanding and adhering this etiquette norms will help Canadian executives navigate the Swiss business environment effectively, fostering positive interactions and strong relationships. In summary, Swiss business etiquette emphasize punctuality, formal communication, conservative dress, and importance of building trust. By respecting these practices, Canadian executives can enhance their business dealing in Switzerland. Next, I'll pass it on to Ruth to talk about social differences.
All right, so now let's discuss the social differences in Switzerland, which are essential for Canadian executives to understand and navigate effectively. So, Switzerland is a multicultural country with 4 official languages: German, French, Italian, and Latin Rhaeto-Romansh. This linguistic diversity reflects the varied cultural landscapes across different regions. For instance, the German-speaking part of Switzerland tends to be more formal and reserved, while the French-speaking regions may exhibit a little more relaxed and open demeanor. Social interactions can vary significantly depending on the region. In rural Catholic cantons, people are generally very kind and welcoming. In contrast, interactions in large cities and Protestant cantons may appear more colder and more reserved. However, this perceived coldness is often due to a cultural tendency towards reserve rather than unfriendliness. Understanding these regional differences is crucial for Canadian executives. It helps in adapting communication styles and interaction methods to suit the local context. For example, in more reserved areas, it is more important to be patient and allow time for relationships to develop gradually. In more open regions, a more direct and engaging approach may be appreciated. Additionally, recognizing and respecting local customs and traditions can significantly enhance business relationships. Immersing oneself in local culture and traditions can break stereotypes and build a foundation for friendly and trustful reports. The cultural sensitivity will serve Canadian executives well in establishing strong connections with Swiss counterparts. So, in summary, Switzerland's social differences are shaped by linguistic and regional diversity. By understanding and respecting these differences, Canadian executives can improve their adaptability and foster better business relationships in Switzerland. This expanded script provides a comprehensive overview of the social differences in Switzerland, emphasizing the importance of understanding regional variations and cultural sensitivity for successful business interactions.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Can you stop? Can you stop recording?
Wow.
Stop the Wait, we can copy paste later, but can...
So now let's explore the stereotypes associated with Swiss business culture and how Canadian executives can navigate and break these stereotypes for successful interactions. Swiss people are often considered reserved, punctual, and precise. These traits are genuinely true and reflect the country's cultural emphasis on order and efficiency. So, for instance, punctuality is highly valued in Switzerland, and being on time for meetings is seen as a sign of respect and professionalism. This is particularly important in the watchmaking industry, where precision is a hallmark. However, it's crucial to understand that Switzerland is not a homogeneous country. The cultural landscape varies significantly across different regions, influenced by linguistic and historical factors. I read this already. Did I not?
What?
Never mind. I thought I read this already. Because it's like almost the same thing.
It's okay. You keep. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, where did I stop talking? Okay.
Oh, you know what?
However,
Restart from the stereotype. Now let's explore that. Then you can adjust. Because if you read from the middle, then you have to edit 2 times.
okay. So now let's explore the stereotypes associated with Swiss business culture and how Canadian executives can navigate and break these stereotypes for successful interactions. Swiss people are often considered reserved, punctual, and precise. These traits are genuinely true and reflect the country's cultural emphasis on order and efficiency. For instance, punctuality is highly valued in Switzerland, and being on time for meetings is seen as a sign of respect and professionalism. It is particularly important in the watchmaking industry where precision is a hallmark. However, it's crucial to understand that Switzerland is not a homogeneous country. The cultural landscape varies significantly across different regions, influenced by linguistic and historical factors. So, for example, the German speaking part of Switzerland may exhibit more formal and reserved behavior, while the French speaking regions might be a little bit more relaxed and open. Immersing oneself in local traditions and customs can help break these stereotypes and build a foundation for friendly and trustful reports. By engaging with the local culture, Canadian executives can gain a deeper understanding of the nuances that define Swiss society. This approach opens bridges to better business relationships and collaboration. Trust and relationship building are key expectations in Swiss society. The first meeting often focuses on getting to know each other rather than driving straight into business decisions. This helps establish a foundation of trust, which is essential for long term partnerships. By recognizing and respecting this approach, Canadian executives can foster stronger connections with their Swiss counterparts. Moreover, Switzerland prides itself on its perfect educational system, with a strong emphasis on research and development. This has positioned the country as a beacon of innovation, with high levels of patent applications relative to its population. Embracing collaboration against the backdrop of diverse cultures and establishing enabling environments for novel thought can significantly improve creativity. Canadian executives should prioritize these aspects to cultivate an innovative culture within their teams and projects. So, in summary, while Swiss stereotypes of being reserved, punctual, and precise hold some truth, it is important to appreciate the country's cultural diversity and regional differences. By immersing in local traditions and focusing on trust and relationship building, Canadian executives can break stereotypes and foster better business relationships in Switzerland. So now I'm going to pass it on to Lisa.
Let's now examine some notable examples of project failures and successes in Switzerland. Understanding these cases can provide valuable insights for Canadian executives on what to avoid and what to emulate in their business endeavors. So let's look at the failures. One significant example of the project failure is the Nestle crash of 1995. This incident serves as the glaring reminder of the importance of clear communication and understanding market dynamic. Nestle announced a complicated share structure which led to confusion among investors. The result was a sharp decline in stock prices and ensuing heavy losses. This failure highlights the crucial need for transparency and simplicity in corporate communication. Canadian executives should take note of this example to ensure that their business strategies are clearly communicated and easily understood by all stakeholders. On the other hand, the Swiss banking sector stands as a testament to successful business practices. Swiss banks have built their reputation on political and legal stability, attracting large pools of global wealth due to their security, privacy, and stability. This success is rooted in Switzerland's long-standing policy of neutrality and robust legal framework, which provides a secure environment for financial transactions. Canadian executives can learn from the Swiss banking sector by prioritizing stability, security, and privacy in their business operations to attract and retain clients. Switzerland's overall business environment is characterized by a strong economy, low taxation, and high-quality labor force. These factors, combined with the country's neutrality, direct democracy, and innovative spirit, make it an attractive destination for foreign investors. Despite challenges such as effects of the Euro and relations with European Union, Switzerland, efficient financial industry, reliable infrastructure, and peaceful employer-employee relations contribute to its appeal as business hub. In summary, the Nestle crash of 1995 underscored the importance of clear communication and market understanding, while the success of the Swiss banking sector highlights the value of stability, security, and privacy. By learning from these examples, Canadian executives can better navigate the Swiss business landscape and enhance their chances of success. And now let's talk about important considerations for Canadian executives.
So now let's delve into some important considerations that Canadian executives should keep in mind when conducting business in Switzerland. These considerations are crucial for ensuring smooth and successful business operations. So, firstly, language plays a significant role in business interactions. Switzerland is a multilingual country with four official languages. While English is widely adopted in business contexts, having proficiency in one of the local languages could be a valuable asset. It demonstrates respect for the local culture and can facilitate better communication and relationship building. Canadian executives should consider learning basic phrases or even taking language courses to enhance their ability to connect with their Swiss counterparts. Understanding the legal and regulatory environment in Switzerland is essential. The Swiss system is known for its knowledge, taxation, intellectual property laws, and competition policies. Familiarizing yourself with these aspects will help you navigate the business landscape more effectively. For instance, Switzerland has stringent intellectual property laws that protect innovations and creations, which is particularly important for businesses involved in research and development. Additionally, the country's favorable taxation policies can offer significant advantages for businesses. Canadian executives should invest time in understanding these regulations to ensure compliance and leverage potential benefits.
Next, cultural sensitivity is paramount when doing business in Switzerland. Awareness and respect for local customs and traditions, along with appreciation for region-specific differences, will serve you well. Switzerland's cultural landscape varies significantly across different regions, influenced by linguistic and historical factors. For example, interactions in rural Catholic cantons may be noticeably kinder, while those in large cities and Protestant cantons might appear colder due to reserve rather than unfriendliness. Um, Recognizing these social differences can help Canadian executives adapt to various social settings and create meaningful connections with Swiss counterparts. Uh, Next, let's look at the business etiquette. Swiss business etiquette is characterized by seriousness and respect. Punctuality is high valued, and being on time for meetings is seen as a sign of professionalism. Business dress is typically conservative, and the correct use of titles is important. Trust and relationship building are key expectations in Swiss society. The first meeting often focuses on getting to know each other before diving into more serious discussions. This approach helps establish a foundation of trust, which is essential for successful long-term partnerships. By adhering to these adequate norms, Canadian executives can foster stronger connections and smoother business interaction. And lastly, Switzerland prides itself on its perfect educational system and strong emphasis on research and development. This has positioned the country as beacon of innovation with high level of patent applications relative to its population, embracing collaboration against the backdrop of diverse cultures and establishing enabling environments for novel thought can significantly improve creativity. Canadian executives should prioritize these aspects to cultivate an innovative culture within their teams and projects. By fostering an environment that encourages creativity and collaboration, businesses can drive innovation and achieve greater success in Swiss market. In summary, language proficiency, understanding the legal and regular environment, cultural sensitivity, adhering to business etiquette, and fostering innovation and creativity are all crucial considerations for Canadian executives in Switzerland. By keeping these factors in mind, you can navigate the Swiss business landscape more effectively and enhance your chances of success.
Thank you, ladies. That was some great insights and comprehensive information on some of the important considerations for our Canadian executive. So, as we wrap up, it's evident that understanding Swiss culture, business practice, and the regulatory environment is crucial for Canadian executive. Switzerland's stable economy, low taxation, and high-quality labor force make it an attraction business destination. The country's tradition of neutrality and political stability further enhance its appeal. Effective communication and adherence to Swiss business etiquette, such as punctuality and respect for personal space, are very essential. Recognizing nonverbal cues and the importance of academic titles can improve interactions. Switzerland's approach to conflict resolution through negotiation and arbitration fosters a motivated working climate. Cultural sensibility and awareness of social differences are vital. Switzerland's multicultural society requires an appreciation of local customs and traditions. Embracing innovations and creativity supported by Switzerland's strong emphasis on research and development can drive success in business projects. So learning from past failures like Nestle crash, as Lisa mentioned before, and success such as Swiss banking sector provides valuable insights. Clear communications, market understanding, and stability are key factors for successful ventures. So in summary, prioritize language proficiency, understand their legal environment, respect their cultural differences, and adhere to business etiquette and foster innovation. So by doing so, Canadian executive can navigate the Swiss business landscape effectively and achieve their goals. Thank you all. Thank you and best of luck in your business endeavors in Switzerland. Thank you guys for today.